Episode commencing in 3, 2, 1. Episode initiated.
The Cylons were created by the Swarm. They evolved. They rebelled. There are many copies, and they have a plan. This is another thrilling episode of Battle Cosmic Galactica. I'm your GM Patrick here, your hot dogging pilot ready to blast some robots out of space. Joining me in a dark and gritty politics-fueled look at a 1970s fun sci-fi show reimagined are my 5 friends, but only 4 of them your human players. To my far left, it's our hot-headed pilot ready to thrust into stardom. It's jabbering away as Jam from Starbuck.
Oh, that's me. I'm the space fighter one.
You got him across the digital table from me, the scientist that nobody seems to be able to trust completely. It's Miles, make him believe as redacted Boltar.
Good evening.
To my right, president of the 12 colonies. Why, it's Tyler talking as Pray Dear Roslyn.
Hello there.
To my immediate left, the husky voice captain of the ship who's trying to teach calculus to these kids. We have Drew trying to play Zilix Adama.
Did Colonel Ty just say pronk? Weird.
And across from him, a toaster in a red dress who's also maybe a figment of your imagination. It's none other than Rebecca rolling with Asher in 6.
Hello.
Remember that show from like 20 years ago? That's no one revisits, right? I've not looked at it in so long.
It is on Peacock.
Actually, a lot of our Discord has talked about that.
Actually, no, it's on Amazon
Prime. Galactica? Have I missed?
It's on Amazon Prime now.
The BG chat.
I think they've also got some, but not all of like the TV movies they made after and
like Caprica and stuff.
Well, I meant like the Plan and Blood and Iron or whatever it was called.
Oh, right.
And Razor.
I forgot those existed.
Caprica. I don't know if that's streaming anywhere, but Caprica was terrible.
Why in the early 2000s did we allow ourselves to be taken in by these showrunners that had no earthly idea how they were going to end their show? They just kept writing and hoped that a plot would fall into their laps.
Things haven't changed. Did you see Game of Thrones?
Ron, I'm talking about all these shows.
Things haven't changed at all.
All right, well, at least with
Heroes.
At least with Lost, they told you what they were doing right up front with the title. Like, listen, we're lost, you're lost. We're trying to be honest here.
We're all lost together.
We got no clue to it here.
Yeah, please write in. This is an honest call for help. It's not just a show title.
Think is going to happen? I thank them for doing that, because now, like, audiences will just not agree to that. They're like, no, this has to have an ending. If you don't know what it is, we're going to be angry and review bomb it.
Audiences today are angry no matter what you do, so it doesn't matter.
Well, to be honest, someone was lamenting online. I was reading about how all shows are now like 8 or 10 episodes, and it's like, good. You need to be reined in. These 24 episodes of wandering on the island.
I'm not gonna lie. Down. I love the 24 episode season. I'm a glutton.
I also miss it, but I recognize that there are fewer hits in those episodes.
I don't care.
Even the new season of Boys is just infinitely longer than it needs to be.
It was great.
So tired.
The problem right now is that it's not that it's a 24 episode series condensed to 8 to 10 episodes. It's a 2-hour movie stretched out to 8 to 10 episodes. That's the problem.
I get you.
Because Eric Kripke, like, he ran Supernatural for 5 years. He knew how to make 24 episode seasons.
Yeah. It was so funny you bring up The Boys, Tyler, because I was about to say, I'm so excited because they have an ending in mind. Like, you can already tell they understand where they're kind of going with the end of The Boys, and like they can even have kind of a bad 5th season. It would still be a good show.
Yeah, I agree with that, but also they've also announced the prequel series, which is like, I like the idea of it. I like the idea of it.
And I like the cast.
And Gen V was very good. I didn't think Gen V was going to be good at all. It was very good. So
yeah, they've really defied a lot of expectations, coming from a comic book source material a lot of people didn't like. Anyway, we went far afield from Battlestar Galactica.
Just keep talking nerdy.
Battlestar Galactica is one of the few things that I will say, once it ended, you could tell there was a ripple in the nerddom, because at Dragon Con for years and years, there was the colonial fleet. They were huge. There were thousands of them. We went to some colonial fleet parties. We got to meet celebrities from the show.
Liz still goes every year. She's going this year.
Yeah, there were actors from the show that would just show up at these parties and sometimes ask for things that got them kicked out of those parties. But I've gotten a beer with Colonel Ty, all of this stuff, and then the show ends, and immediately the next Dragon Con there is a quarter of the amount of people.
Parties. The party's over.
The party started happening off-site with a separate ticket cost, and then you have this, and then now that I was honestly surprised that you said that there was another one this year, because they hadn't done them for a number.
It happens
of
every
years.
year, but yeah, it's getting smaller and smaller, and you see fewer and fewer people in the tank tops at Dragon.
Did the reboot get canceled?
It never really got announced. I mean, they said they were
got
working
announced,
on
but
something,
did they cancel the plans to do it? Is what I'm asking.
Who knows?
Mm-hmm. Let's leave that show in the past. Where is
you brought
honestly,
it up?
I have to have an episode at the beginning.
Yes,
here.
Patrick. Let's leave it in the distant past. The distant past.
I have any next week. I don't even know if you guys can guess what next week's intro is, but it's even more obscure. And another one of these shows, they did not know how they're going to end. They just throw like mysteries. Ooh, mystery.
Oh, plot.
We'll see what happens. Maybe next season will be the end. And then it gets canceled on like a cliffhanger. It's like, sorry.
Or like Warehouse 13 or something.
I feel like that show actually got a.
I think it did too.
Ending.
I liked that show a lot.
No, it's a show I actually did watch, but did not finish. Because all right, so let's get back to playing Starfinder. We're playing this right after Gen Con's over, and we got like another year of Starfinder First Edition, and I only play Starfinder 2E for the rest of the time.
Are we contractually obligated?
We are no longer Paizo partners, so we could honestly convert this campaign
Let's do
to
that.
GURPS if we wanted and play it like that, but I wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah, probably not.
Wouldn't recommend it. Let's talk about what happened last time on Cosmic Crit.
All right.
Last time on Cosmic Crit, the party fought a giant icy crab that broke through the ice of the frozen lake. The creature known as the Frozen Horror tried its best to hit Jam from first, but a stalwart defense thwarted it. After some solid melting shots from Zilix, Jamfram got the final blow, slicing off one of the creature's claws and sending it sprawling out on top of the ice, vanquished. Continuing on through the cold, you all found a magical dome which seemed to block Radier's attempts to enter it through phasing through it magically, but yielded as you all walked inside. There, you all found a babbling brook alongside a small red cottage with a yellow straw roof. And inside met Claimer, an eccentric old magician who says that they've had their kind settled on this planet for thousands of years. The magician said that his father built this magical oasis, and he retreated here when he saw the first colony ships appear a few years ago on the planet. Radier, attempting a psychic link with the old man, shook his hand and was transported into a psychic nightmare landscape of permanently replicating arcane magic fields. What? That's one of the longest ones I've written in forever. There's probably like 18 things wrong with it. You guys just need to name 3 of them. You know, roll.
I have one.
Oh, of course, Rebecca does. What's up?
The cottage was not red. The roof was red.
I'll take it. Yes, indeed. Red roof going on in the bubble.
So I've got one that might be one of your nitpicky ones.
Okay, let's hear it.
You said that there were solid melting shots from Zilix, and while it did take extra damage from fire, it had ice crystals on its back that were resistant to fire that then broke off, didn't melt off.
You technically, it's so funny that it works like this, but you technically did more damage because it was weak to fire than your normal shots did. So like you were doing like normally like 17 points of damage, and actually like 19 of it got through, which is like such a hilarious. But the thing is, like, you guys just didn't destroy enough crystals, because I think if they take enough damage, like its AC goes way down and it loses that fire resistance. You guys just killed it really quickly. No, that's not one, Drew. I'm so sorry. They were solid melting shots, and you did a good job. You should clap yourself on the back.
I'm fairly certain that I didn't that it didn't miss me the first time it tried to hit me. I think it was the second time it tried to hit me that it clobbered me pretty good.
No, the first time I rolled really high too, and because you had your shield and were in like total defense mode, it bounced right off.
Oh, maybe I do remember that. Oh,
way to go. Yeah, I was surprised. I was like, that thing's got like plus 17 or something ridiculous to hit, and no, plus 20 to hit, and it still failed to get through. I mean, you're tanking. You're tanking.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Unfortunately,
right, well,
I need Tyler or Miles to get one right here, or
oh boy,
we're in troubled territory.
How you feeling, my?
Miles finally reading through the notes here to see if he's got anything.
Not feeling great. Well, you got something, Tyler?
I really thought I was going to get him on something super nitpicky with mine. I'm really, really mad about this.
I think I have one, but I don't know.
What you got, Tyler?
Well, in this last time on, it says that on its defeat, it was sent sprawling out on top of the ice vanquished.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember it being sent back down, burbling into the water.
Indeed, it slid back under the ice. The claw remained. You sliced off a claw, but it's no longer on top of the ice. That is another one. So I don't get a reroll. And if Miles gets one right now, you guys get one episode reroll. Miles, no pressure. There's at least 3 things I have written down here.
Did he say his kind settled hundreds of years ago instead of thousands?
No, definitely thousands. Definitely thousands.
Well, that was a good guess.
But the creature was technically known as the lake horror because it was on top of a lake, not frozen. There's a small pond.
I would have never gotten that.
The house in the bubble, not a Babylon brook. And I think he said his grandfather built the house. Yeah, so a couple
the
of
old granny Dan daddy switcheroo.
Nobody needs a reroll anyway, so you guys are all good.
Yeah, this is a full RP episode, so no dice rolls required.
Like potions, I don't use rerolls, so it's fine.
Jabert and I have we've mentioned our buddy Pat on the podcast who has just marked out on his character sheet the hero points for Pathfinder 2nd Edition, just refuses to use them. And that was very funny. The last roll of yesterday's game, he rolled the dice and it was cocked. I was like, you have to re-roll that. And he re-rolled it into a 4, cocked into a natural 20. We're like, they work. They work.
See?
This week's episode starts with Pradier psychically falling through a trillion false bottoms of reality as the elf is thrown backwards in time across the universe. Your consciousness experiencing unending depths of billions and billions of years in an instant as you struggle to find form and shapes that are familiar in the 3rd dimension. You watch as monoliths and mountains and deep chasms of your mind form and disappear in an instant as the technicolor neon world turns itself inside out and outside in a trillion times. You can taste ear-piercing shrieks of darkness and hear the rough edges of reality grating on your olfactory senses. Reality begins to blur and your consciousness ceases to exist as you slip further and further into the void. This is what you get, Tyler, for shaking weird magic man's hands. I think
all I wanted to do is establish a link, a little talkie, I just wanted to be like a fancy walkie-talkie, and you couldn't even. You made me fall into blood magic. You demon.
Once again, a comm unit is like 7 credits. Like we discovered last week.
We already had this conversation. You can throw those away.
as everything you've ever known kind of falls away from you, melting like snow in boiling hot rain, you suddenly get your vision to stop hearing the cacophony around you, and you're able to look down and you see the old man's hand holding on to yours, And then you can hear his voice for an instant, this untold millennia unfolding before you, his voice cutting through the assault on your senses. And he says, "Pray, dear, I am sorry. I did not know your consciousness was so split. Follow my voice. I will lead you out of the arcane matrix."
I dive deeper. I'll woo.
No, don't do it, Brady. Come, follow my voice.
There's something down here. I swear, I'll find
Don't go into the light.
Oh, it's a first edition VHS copy of Willow.
No, come back. No, that resale value on that is not worth it. You'll die, Indy. Take my hand, son. We're mixing a lot of movie and jokey metaphors here. Yeah.
I'll follow the voice.
You close your eyes for but a moment, and when you reopen them, you see Claymare looking very different, much younger now. Very severe, sharp facial features, long black hair, and the sorcerer seems to be concentrating. You see his hair kind of like flowing out as if he's in water, and a magical arcane aura surrounds the sorcerer, who seems to be concentrating. And as he does so, more and more of your sense of the surroundings kind of forms around you as clouds made out of ethereal darkness appear. And then far below them, oceans and hills and endless trees and rivers. And you look around you and you can see what looks like an untouched version of the Verduran forest from miles above. You're floating right above where Viridian Colony was settled. I am trying to recreate this for you in your mind, this pleasing place to you, this place you've settled, but there is something else. You have been here before, but something is stopping you from remembering. There is a sliver of something else in your mind. Radier, I don't know what this means, but you are not who you say you are.
You know, I appreciate that you are trying to help, but I have had far too many beings or entities in my brain. It's very hard to concentrate and understand what you're saying. Can you try to be more specific?
You've locked memories from long ago inside you. I see the forest, the experiments, cursed laboratories. You mentioned cursed. You have so many secrets which you are keeping from yourself, from your friends. If I had not been here to stop you from falling, you would have been lost in the arcane matrix because your sense of self is too lost. Like J.J. Abrams writing a plot to a TV series that would never be finished. Oh,
no. You take that back. That can't be true.
I won't. It's similarly very lost. Hey, dear, you must discover who you are if you're going to just survive the devouring shadow once more. I can feel those like us who defy its destruction. It hungers for the minds of creatures. Those who resist it. Yours is one of the few minds, I fear, that has avoided its wrath. Do you remember what happened long ago?
No, if I could, I would obviously not feel so lost in this moment with you.
I think maybe you can go back to when you're using the beginning of book 3, the mnemonic editor, the vision you saw from inside Cursed Labs, and it did seem like there was perhaps some kind of emergency going on, and maybe get little bits and snippets of that again, of like cursed laboratories, red lights flashing. You see yourself kind of like running around, running into an office that you explored while you guys were there. But yeah, it doesn't seem to go further than that. You're coming like back to your senses. You can hear maybe Jamfram and Asher and Sky talking in the room as this false kind of reality that Claymore has made around you begins to dissolve away. He says, "You must deal with your emergency beacon that you came here to find, but then you must return. There's much you failed to see the last time you were there, the last time that you died, Radier."
one typically doesn't want to go to where they have died. And you were almost alluding like it's happened multiple times. So, good news for me, I guess.
It is our lot in life to live, to love, to die, and once more return. You must return to that place if you want to find the answers to who you truly are. With that,
he was
this
in
reality.
He was in the Weapon X program. I know, he's in the Weapon X program.
Yeah, who's going to be your saber tooth?
He's got claws in his hands. Look at him.
Reality kind of snaps back like a rubber band, Tyler, and you're just in you're holding Claimer's hand a little longer than you thought you were, and everyone's just kind of awkwardly standing around at this point. Like, 10 quadrillion years have passed in your mind really quickly. It's been about 30 seconds maybe in the real world.
Praetor looks around and goes, and he just kind of looks at everyone and goes, listen, it takes a long time to do this. Stop. Why are you all staring at me? And he's like, it's done. And he just kind of shuffles off.
Yeah, as you let go of Claimer's hand all at once, you feel a connection to the strong magical bonds that enclose this place, this sense of it being shielded from the cold, from magical intrusion. You also sense that there's deep arcane spells that stop scrying, and perhaps realize that some of the anomalous readings you're getting from Sharpwing could have been because this dome was nearby. And yeah, you get a sense also that Claimer is perhaps much more magically powerful than they let on.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, look, my apologies, Praetor. It does seem that forming a psychic link, it might just be a little too powerful for you, but if you just have a comm unit, I can take that. But if you want to try and communicate with me again, be careful.
No, I don't know if it has anything to do with the power differential or just that it seems like you have a lot of baggage. So I think I'll stay out of there if that's okay. And yeah,
I don't want the baggage. I know who I am.
Well, no, I mean, listen, I just spent 1 trillion years in your mind. I think I know when I see baggage. So, it's okay. It's okay. I mean, you've been up here alone for a very long time. I think it's understandable.
I think you get a sense there's like ley lines of power in this specific point on the globe. And he just touching him opened the door that you kind of fell through. What happened to you was not a explanation of his power, just how powerfully potent and magical this location is too. Yeah, if you need to rest up, all of you, please do so, and then go find your ship. I'm sure if there is anyone alive on board, they're going to need your help if the cold has not overtaken them yet. Anyway, chicken's ready. Remember, I was making you chicken last week.
I'd forgotten you were making chicken, and for some reason I was sort of like, why is he? Is it Patrick doesn't remember that chickens hatch?
What is
I made you a chicken?
What is delicious, Drew? Is what it is. It's bronkin' delicious. I had chicken for dinner.
I did too.
Me too.
Don't break the chain, Drew and Bert and Rebecca.
I did too, actually.
Yay! That means Rebecca probably did.
I did not.
She
didn't.
Sorry.
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What are you, some kind of chicken hater? What the hell, Rebecca?
More like Rebecca.
No.
Rebecca. It sounds like Chewbacca. Great. What would you guys like to do? Yeah, it was a fun little side quest. You met a new fun NPC.
Yeah. Hi. Bye.
Do we have time to actually rest, or should we hit?
Yeah. Does he have like a little guest house or something?
No, but you've got a mobile hotelier, and
does he mind if we just like camp out in his backyard?
Yeah, it's like a balmy 70 degrees in here. It's real nice.
Nice. I like it.
Yeah. He'll bring you some snacks and stuff. And he's just
Some
like,
chickens.
It's nice to have a little bit of company. Just don't bring like a ton of people here. I'll probably just teleport them away. You do. Probably just
we promise
blast you to another continent.
Unless the campaign goes really badly, and then in which case I can't promise anything.
We need your help to defeat the devouring shadow so bad. Oh God, we messed up. We thought if we fed it would go away. It didn't work. Oh man.
Yeah.
Claimer's like, you fed the devouring shadow after midnight.
Oh, Jesus.
You got it wet? No.
Sorry, gang.
The tablets buried underneath your colony very specifically said, do not feed after midnight. Good times. Right. So rest up. You can get a full 8 hours. You're not really worried about the thing intruding on this dome. So long as you trust to Claimer, you don't have to set up watch. You can just go to sleep. Is everyone cool with that? He's my new favorite NPC, so he's definitely not going to kill you.
I will still stand guard for part of the night, but when my watch is over, I'll just turn and go to sleep. I'm not going to wake anybody else up.
Okay. Well, he's gonna he'll bring you some coffee if he sees you with a little light on outside. Yeah. And he's like, "Here you go."
I'll chit chat with him for an appropriate amount of time about sufficiently unimportant things that we don't have to roleplay it.
No, touch his hand, Jabert. I dare you. I'm just kidding. I won't do anything. You're not a weird magic man as well. No, he talks to you all about he's super interested in like knights of old Galarion and stuff. And it's compliments your weapons and armor.
Ask him if he's got any books or if there's I know the whole gap thing and all, but if he's got any cool insights or info about the old knights, I'd love to hear about it. He knows good stories.
Oh yeah, he regales you your entire time. Like you might as well not have been on watch because something could have snuck up on you this while you're getting told stories and slit your throat, and you'd be like, I didn't hear you at all. No, he's got tons of good stories. Things passed down, and he tells you the stories of Adventure Path number 47, 58. 62. Ooh, that's a good one.
And Pathfinder Society modules
99.
99 through 106.
Yes. Season 12. Pathfinder Society.
That was a good one.
Yeah, we'll do a little extra episode where we just RP this entire conversation. We just review those adventures. It's like, wasn't that cool when the Knights of Last Wall went up against the Dark One? And anyway. All right. So in the morning, you guys are free to adventure out again. He's giving you another heading here, and to pull back the curtain a little bit, finding the downed ship gets a little bit easier every kind of landmark you explore in the frozen north here. And I believe it started at DC 40 and is now down to DC 30 because you've gone through two of these. So I'm guessing once again it's going to be Rebecca rolling survival and people aiding if need be.
Try.
Sure.
Sorry, did we get a full night's sleep? Yes. So we're healed up.
Oh boy.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Yes.
32.
Oh, without anyone's. Yeah. Oh boy. 16 on the dice will do it. Okay. Cool. We skipping a whole scenario we don't got to deal with. Let me just double check that it's 30 at this point. Mm-hmm. Yep. Start at DC 40. We're down to 30. So that is a success. I'm sorry you guys don't get to explore the dark cave full of Woolipeds.
Oh, so we're missing out on content? Thanks, Rebecca.
Yeah. Thank you.
Sorry.
Thank you, Rebecca. Now we get to the good stuff, which is indeed you get closer and some of your devices start to pick up this very weak signal, the one that Sharpwing gathered from, 10 miles up in the atmosphere, going straight down through the storms. As you crest over a ridge through the snowstorms here this next morning, you see a steep ravine cutting through the ice, stretching for over a mile from east to west. And through the howling wind and snow, you see what looks like the wreck of a sleek starship peeking out from below. From the angle of the crash, it seems like the ship probably tried to land on the nearby southern ice shelf and perhaps failed to brake in time and then slid off an edge, bottoming out here in the bottom of this massive ravine where you see its nose is kind of crumpled, a wing is bent and out of shape, and the hull looks intact from this distance, but you detect no signs of life. There doesn't seem to be anything outside of the ship. Like people have tried to explore outside from up here. You don't see anything.
Can we radio back to our ship and have them relay a message to civilization to start sending some help?
To Cattywampus?
Yeah.
Well, what help are you thinking about?
Oh, I don't know. Like send like some evac or some survival supplies for survivors of this wreck.
I mean,
clearly an accident. Clearly, some people are very likely to be injured, and we need our help.
You're the evac. I don't know how to tell you this, but
we need the ship to be closer.
Oh, okay.
I want some ship to be closer. So
I was about to say
cart these like 14 Vesk back across the icy wastes.
You've got a walker for that. No, you can give more exact coordinates now that you're able to at least filter out some of the magical interference from Mr. Claimer's bubble. And triangulate from the locations that you've been, the frozen lake and the tundra and what have you. So no problems there. You can get the ship. Do you want to wait for it? Do you want to start climbing down into this ravine, or what would you like to do? Just taking a look at it, your ship probably won't be able to safely land inside the ravine.
Yeah,
so,
I think we should probably go in and render what assistance we can at the moment.
And I'm not joking. I'm not goofing or gaffing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember.
I hear a gaff coming.
I don't remember what your ship's name is. Can anyone remind me?
Ooh, I don't either.
Are you kidding me? You forgot about the Peridot Peregrine?
This is a joke. This is a ploy. This is a plot.
Not a joke.
This is a scheme. This is a game.
It's not a gaff. You said it very specifically. It's not a gaff or goof. I don't remember if it's Peridot Peregrine, right?
Yes.
Or Peridot. I can't remember.
Peregrine. No, definitely not that.
I'm
it was
so
just
angry.
I didn't remember the order. I didn't remember the order of the color and the bird. Okay.
Yes, because you have called it the Peregrine Peridot before.
Yes,
it is
so
the Peridot Peregrine.
I didn't
Color
want to get it
bird.
wrong. I got it right now. You're welcome.
I hear you.
Crash this ship. Crash it. We'll get a different ship with a better name.
Peridot Peregrine 2. You're right, Drew. The 2 on the end makes it even better.
Do you guys want to?
It's pronounced duh.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
The Peridot Peregrine.
Speaking of ship designations here, do you guys want to make me a culture check to see if you can identify this vessel?
Yes, sir. Dropping knowledge.
Oh yeah, we got a couple successes.
Oh my gosh, Ashern Sky.
Yeah, the 30 here, Rebecca, you recognize this not only as a Deshad's Industries starship, a luxury kind of starship from the line, the Amber Mariners, but you also know that this is typically a civilian vessel, does not have armaments, and usually a crew of 4, and then, however many wealthy passengers. It's pretty well-to-do starship. And does anybody have any ideas about getting down the ravine? It is about 120-foot steep ice cliff down to the bottom.
Maybe this kit will come in handy.
That was one of the things that Ezra and Shire gave you.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that I'd go out onto an ice sheet without like ice equipment.
You would have to be kind of silly if you did.
Yeah, silly Billy.
He's just gonna climb down. He's a climber. He's just gonna.
You're just gonna go by yourself.
Well, I'm gonna climb alongside everybody using the climbing kit, but I don't need to take up a spot on the climbing kit because I can just.
You're making hand gestures, but you should probably. It's an audio podcast. You can,
I'm making noises that apparently
and,
Zoom is not picking up.
Oh,
so
yeah, I didn't hear it at all. That's pretty funny. Is it suction noises?
Yes, it is.
What's going on? Okay. What about everybody else? You got some pitons, I imagine lots of different rope. Everyone got rope.
I have a cable line. I have a climbing kit.
Yeah. How many feet down? I forgot.
120.
What's the max damage you can get on that?
12d6.
Tyler's just gonna jump.
I'll just take the damage. I'm just gonna take the express route down.
What's the? Yeah, the gravity's lower here. We're at the bottom of the earth, so the gravity's low. So you can just jump.
I'm totally cool with you guys taking 12d6 points of damage if that's what you want to do.
Hold on, I gotta.
No scope. Here we go. X Games jumping.
I gotta. You said 12d6.
Indeed.
I just want to figure out what the average is for 12d6.
Let me just roll a couple 66.
I don't have anything.
The average is 42.
I just rolled 49 on one.
It's very survivable.
How much SP do you have?
Exactly 42. So if you could roll exactly the average, it would be a pretty nice landing for me.
Does anybody else want to climb down?
Yeah, I want to climb
I'm
down.
climbing.
All right. Well, first one down. There's the winner. Salute.
Well, the good news is I can stabilize you if you do die.
I mean, I'm undead, so it really.
He could
that's
fully die if he takes enough of that damage. Like he's just a spot on the ground when we get there.
No.
Yeah, you remember that? Yeah, you remember when we used to have a president? Then we let him jump off the cliff.
I'll be fine.
All right, I'm rolling it. Tyler decided you can't talk him out of it.
This is like way cooler than the time that Harrison Ford kicked that dude out of the airplane.
I know ticketed myself.
Get off my ice sheet, and he just jumped himself off the ice sheet.
Tyler, I've rolled exactly 42.
Yes, you're the best, Patrick. I love you, dude.
Exactly 42.
All right, that's all my SP. I take it. We take those.
You watch us Pradier lands in a very small snow pile, but you can tell it's still hurt. Maybe Pradier just likes the pain. I don't know.
He lands, tries to act like he's cool, but he's hobbled a little bit.
You hear from down below. See how much faster that was?
Yeah, it's probably going to take the rest of you like a solid 20 minutes. So
I'm taking a 10-minute rest.
Yeah,
oh
exactly.
no, there's
You got the
another
time.
ice crab.
Right, that's what I was afraid of. Was there being an ice crab at the bottom?
Can you imagine?
I was not thinking that far ahead.
I know. That's
You
why you
weren't
jumped
thinking
off
at
a
all.
cliff.
You killed my father. I'm here to avenge him.
Jeffrey, please.
Jeffrey, you swore to protect me.
Protect
down
me.
here.
Get your steel butt down here right now, please.
If you jump on the back of the crab, it also takes 12d6 damage.
I mean, yeah, there you go.
You got that. So before if you
that'd be
jump
cool.
on it, like it's game over, right? Get impaled by the ice crystals on its back.
While I'm waiting down there, besides taking a 10-minute rest, I'm gonna cast some of my long-winded spells, my Mind of Three, my Breath of Life kind of things. Or
Classic Pradier.
Life Force Reservoir and Communal Bond.
You know, reservoir is a French word. Reservoir.
In this
Who
Olympic
wants to start
season,
making
we
some
all
climbing
remember.
checks?
I'm going to set up my climbing kit. Can we all use the climbing kit?
Yeah. I mean, you can do it one at a time if you'd like. If you want to
Makes sense.
go kind of at the same time, you can aid one another. But if one person falls, it is very likely that you will all fall.
I think it's safest to go one at a time. I am also going to put on my safety helmet because I have it in my inventory. So why not?
Oh, you should have got one of those things that makes the bubble around you when you fall down, like in that James Bond movie.
Octopussy?
No, the worst one. The worst one.
Octopussy?
No, the one that is really sexually inappropriate.
I can't say it enough, Chipper. I'm just gonna keep saying it. Octo.
What, the world is not enough?
Isn't it wild? Isn't it wild that that's the name of a movie?
It might have been The World Is Not Enough. I wanted to say Die Another Day.
It could have been Die Another Day.
Yeah.
Did it have Denise Richards?
It was no. This it wasn't GoldenEye.
No,
She's not in GoldenEye.
Denise Richards was another Pierce Brosnan one who played Dr. Christmas Jones.
Oh, Christmas
Yes,
Jones.
because they
right.
make a Christmas comes more than once a year joke.
For a terrible,
Oh my God.
terrible joke.
Oh heavens!
It might be Die Another Day.
yeah.
That's the one with the ice palace.
No, I don't think that's. I don't remember.
No, Die Another Day is the one with the ice palace for sure.
Yeah.
No, I know
is,
that
yeah.
is.
I
I just
am
don't know if
so
she's in that
bored.
one.
Can we please move on?
Rebecca, this is way better than climbing.
Sorry, Rebecca. We're James Bond movies don't leave anything to the mystery like Lost or Alias
Bring it back.
or
Rebecca, is Asher and Sky going first?
Yes, I will go first.
Make me 3 athletics checks. And I'm
What's
guessing
the bonus to this for climbing, for using a climbing kit?
no bonus. It makes the DC much lower.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure. Oh, okay. Oh, jeez, Rebecca. Jeez, Rebecca. All right, these are all 3 fails. So Asher and Sky, not the best at climbing. Gets about 10 feet.
I'm wearing my safety helmet though.
Yeah,
is there a way that I can grab Asher and Sky and throw them back onto the line as I climb alongside them?
Oh, they don't fall. They just don't make any progress.
Oh.
You're like, they're rappelling down, and it looks like a cool montage of like, doing that thing where they rappel and they're like jumping back with feet, and then you zoom out and they're just jumping like in the same spot over and over, over and over and over. Yeah, these are. Oh boy, how. We've got a natural 2, a natural 4, and a natural 7. Why don't you give me another one? See, maybe Zelix can give you some pointers. I got to imagine you can do better than that. What? We're still in failed territory. Oh, wait, you only have a +4. Okay, I see what's happening here. I see what's happening.
I realize I do
If you
still have
asked
to
me
make
to
the checks,
cartwheel down, I could do that.
No, I don't think you can cartwheel down a sheer icy cliff.
I mean, you can. You just take 12d6 damage at the bottom.
It's called the Pradier method. We've seen it in use.
A peel behind the curtain, just so you guys know that I'm not like a pure psychopath. My athletics is -2, so I was just like, this is. It's like I'm just saving time. I'm just, instead of rolling like this, I'm just gonna,
Apparently, that's what I need to do. I'll just jump down, whatever.
Praetor will catch you.
Yeah, technically, Drew, these are hazardous conditions, so you will need to make an athletics check. But with a climb speed, you get +8 bonus. Check.
Well, I'm
So if
also
you want to use that rope, you would guarantee yourself probably not be able to fail.
I'm an unflappable climber, so I can take 10 even when in combat or immediate danger.
Oh, well, there you go.
So
There you go.
Seems like it would count as immediate danger.
Yeah, if you use the rope, there is no need to roll.
I'll use the rope. I'll just slide down it all cool.
Okay, well,
As
it
cool
is
as one
DC
can
30
slide
with
down a rope,
it's DC 30 without the rope. Once again, it is completely sheer ice that you're trying to climb down
I'll take
with
the
your
rope.
suction cups.
Fine. But I'm not going to make the noise again.
Okay, good, because none of us heard it. Not one of us heard it.
I look forward to this showing up when you're editing this episode and you're like, ew.
Yeah, I'll try to record my reaction. Okay, well, Asher and Sky does not seem to be making any progress. Do you want to try and help them out, Zilix?
Yes. What can I
Go
do to
back
help
up
them
and-
out?
You can just aid
Okay.
with your climbing. You'll make another check for me, Rebecca.
I can try.
Yeah,
It's 20.
There's a success.
Yay!
Woo!
Should be climbing.
Gosh, my brain is just in such second edition mode right now. Gearing up for Starfinder second edition, playing all the Pathfinder second edition I do. How does it work? You just make the success and then you climb down a certain distance. Is that how it works in first edition? I'm so lost.
No idea.
Just like J.J. Abrams. Just like J.J. Abrams.
Oh no, it can't keep coming back to that.
Isn't it like +5 feet per thing, like amount that you roll over the? I don't know. Don't listen to me. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Actually, I shouldn't listen to you. It says very clearly in the AP, if you fail it by 5 or more, you fall. So Asher and Sky
Right.
does fall multiple times with these first couple of rolls. But if you're tied off, you're only falling a short distance before you have to climb back up. If you're using the climbing kit.
So I'm not taking damage. I
don't think so. Not if you're using all the ropes and trying to be as safe as possible here. Give me one more climb check and we'll see if you can get down by yourself. That is a fail as well. Okay. All right. I don't know what to tell you here. After a certain while, if you fall, you are going to take a little bit of damage.
Oh, can I assist on this? You said I could assist?
Go right ahead. You're assisting without a rope.
Well, I thought I was
That
on
is-
the rope.
Well, she's using the rope. Did you want to?
Oh, well, it's a 23. So
Well, that's not including your +8. So that is a success. You get up the. I'm guessing that's the noise that you.
Pretty
you
close.
Get up
pretty close.
the ice wall here. Maybe catch her as she's about to fall and can slowly lower your friend. And now we only have to deal with both Jamfram and Redacted. Who wants to go next?
Redacted,
I'll be
can
Huckleberry.
that thing climb? Can that thing, does that walker do sheer surface?
It definitely does not.
It absolutely does not.
Well, what if we get inside it? Could we just
And
jump
break
down
it?
inside of it? And like, I mean, I don't know. What's the hardness on this thing?
Surely they've got a like,
6.
but also you like
It's
it
not
would have to
enough.
have safety harnesses or something inside it to save you from that. And I don't know that.
I've been in a
Sure,
car
but then
wreck.
I
You
would
don't
break
need-
my
you don't
vehicle,
need
so
those.
no.
Yeah, it is very possible to absolutely break the walker if you take this fall.
Yeah,
You can reduce it in size and like lower it down with the rope, no problem.
Yeah, which I'll do. But all right, so I have to make an athletics check.
Yes.
All right. By the way, Jabber, it was The World Is Not Enough. Here is a picture of it eating John Cleese.
Oh, right. Thank you. Appreciate that. This is why we do this.
That's so suggestive. Why does it have to look so sexual?
All right, here's
Like a
athletics
giant
check
walnut.
number
Got
one. 14.
Okay, a fail, but
Awesome.
Can I assist?
not a fail that makes you fall. Yes, go right ahead, Drew. Climbing up yourself, open out. Sounds like you got a pretty good. Oh no, Drew.
That's an 18.
All right.
No, Zilix falls. No, Drew. Oh, you had it all. You had it all, Drew.
Inflatable parka.
Oh, even less damage. 35 points of damage on a fall. Look at you.
Oh,
Beating the spread. Do you want to try again, Redacted?
Yeah, why not? It can only kill me.
You have a -1?
Yeah.
Oh, Jamper might have to lower you down as well.
Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Maybe we'll just do that. I'll hold on to the rope and I'll belay you down.
Yeah. Why don't you make some athletics checks for Redacted, Jamper? I imagine you have a slightly better skill.
Yeah, well, not
There's
bad,
a
not that much better.
Natural 1.
Immediately
Okay.
drop.
Yeah, that you let go of the rope. Unfortunately, I'm rolling a lot of damage dice here. Pray dear, they're all gonna come down your way. Oh no!
I can't believe that Tyler was right to just jump. I can't believe it.
36, also way below minimum damage for Redacted.
I just knew I had an idea of what the DC was in my head, and I knew what my stats were, and I knew that I could save the podcast Muko time.
Well,
I just
apparently not that much time. Apparently, it would have gone pretty quick.
Yeah, I'm trying to help people, and I'm still falling. And despite
This just proves, Redacted's, mistrust of Jamfram's heroism from the beginning.
I'm doing my best.
Is Jamfram the mole? You're letting your friends
No,
fall
he's an
down?
otter.
Go ahead and Jamfram, do you want to not lower yourself, but
All right,
climb down
I'll
yourself?
climb down. Sorry, turn.
You do fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Make me one more. We'll speed through this a little bit. You're about halfway down, so if you fall here, no, Jamfram does very well. You're like sticking a weapon in the ice, like clawing it, and
This is very easy. Why is everyone else falling?
I imagine at the bottom you guys can collect yourselves and
Did I take any damage?
No, you had plenty of people helping you out.
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Stop you when you fell, but not quite same as other folks.
it's in a ding dang resolve point on this.
Oh, right. As you cross over the ravine, you see the dark, supposedly lifeless looking crashed ship here, covered in snow drifts of a few days. The ship is higher on its west side than it is on the east side, where you can see what looks like a small airlock opening on the left wing. Starboard? Star? Left? No. Port wing? Help me out, Tyler, please, God.
Port is left and
Port.
starboard is right.
Left, port. They both have 4 letters. That's how I remember it.
My greatest failure as a human being is that we did that pirate podcast for so many years, and you came out of it still not understanding.
Guess what? Star in starboard also has 4 letters, so that this mnemonic device helps me 0 whenever I try to remember.
Starboard doesn't have 4 letters.
Yeah, Star does. I just cut the word in half, and then it doesn't work.
They both look like L's.
Yeah, it seems like as you get over there, the airlock is intact, and there's a panel. It is sealed. There's a panel that you can access to try and open it up. Redacted, would you like to give me an engineering check?
Sure.
Can I aid?
Beep, boop, beep. Yes. No. And
Not
Redacted
necessary.
rolled a 17. It looks like this is a cocked digital dice on my screen. It looks like it's halfway
mine too.
between-
It looks like a 7 and a 17.
That's so funny.
It's really a 24 plus my bonus.
Hilariously, a 7 I think would have done it as well. You've got plus 18 to right. So should bring up the AP here. Yeah. Oh, it's higher up on the starboard side, and it's at like a 30-degree angle or so. So as you step into the airlock here, well, the first thing you notice is that the ship does have power, at least a limited amount of power, as the doors open. They kind of creak under the cold, but the outer airlock doors open, and there are red emergency lights, or perhaps auxiliary power lights, lighting the airlock doors. And I'm gonna take us to another map.
We love it.
Map it up.
Yeah, as you step inside here, out of the cold, this room is still freezing, as it doesn't seem like there's a lot of environmentals going on in here. But yeah, as you open up the doors, the interior doors, kind of iris opens up, and a corpse tumbles out of the door into the snow, or into the airlock, perhaps. A body of a Vesk wearing cold weather gear, soaked in blood, the back of its head missing, and there's a weapon that lies underneath it. Its strap still looped around the Vesk's shoulder. And indeed, you can hear the sound of the hull kind of creaking in the distance throughout the ship as it echoes down the corridor.
Is the dead Vest's armor better than mine?
Medicine check on the wound. Miles.
I don't think he's wearing armor. He's got very
useless to me.
expensive looking cold weather gear, soaked in blood. It's yours if you want it. If you want to take his puffy jacket.
That help me?
Get that puffy jack.
Can I check out the corpse and see what may have killed him?
Oh, the back of his head is missing. That will
that
typically
probably did it, but
do
can I
it.
tell why?
Yeah,
the back
Patrick,
of
there's a
his
difference
head
from
is missing?
what had killed him and why he died.
Yeah,
He
you-
died
you-
because the back of his head's missing.
Patrick, you'd be the worst coroner.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I just searched dead body in
Oh,
Roll20's assets, and I clicked on from the web. Oh no, don't do that. No.
It reminds me of the doctor on Arrested Development. It's like, he looks like he's dead. He's not dead, but he looks like he's dead.
Don't stop doing that. Okay. Oh, all right. Well, they've turned off some like very important safety features from the web. Maybe I could type in corpse token. Will that do it for me? Please stop showing me gore from the web. Roll20. Oh my gosh. I swear I've found just like a body token. Here we go. Oh gosh, it's not Vesk, but this will do. This will do. My goodness. Nobody do this. It's horrific. Okay. And then I will signify that he's dead in the traditional manner. Boom. Dead body.
Okay.
Sorry, Rebecca. I could not abide. Yeah, no, it does look like there is
search from the web.
I guess I should give some actual information here. Do you want to make a medicine check for me?
Yes, please. Oh, you beat me.
What'd you get?
It's a 29 for Asher and Sky.
It's a 30 for Zilixthel.
24 for Praetor.
Look at you guys. You've done so well. Should be happy with yourself.
34 for redacted.
You're the corpse guy. Of course.
This dude
Redacted's like,
loves corpses.
move out of my way.
At least when Zilix
know.
does it, he's not going to take samples back to his lab or whatever.
Okay, well, I've got good news and bad news. Indeed, it seemed like severe puncture wounds has cracked open the back of the Vesk's skull, just cutting right through scale and flesh there into brain matter, and then a bunch of what looks like knives or claw marks on their back. So a mix of piercing and slashing damage.
I don't know. I don't know if you have the answer to this, but does it look like whatever pierced him came from inside of him or outside of him? Did something crawl up his back and stick a proboscis into his brain, or did something burst out of his brain and then crawl along there?
No, it looks like perhaps he was attacked from behind.
It does sound a lot like Starship Troopers, though. We can all
Is
agree with
there still brain in there, or does that boy be hollow?
To suck it all.
No,
off.
there's plenty of Vesk brains to go around. Everyone can get a handful.
Ooh,
Let's
thank
get
God.
the griddle
What
going.
You will.
Go, let's go. Hey, when it's cold out, you don't want to waste calories.
That's right.
That's
In
heat.
Star Wars, you crawl inside a Tauntaun, and Starfinder, you rub Vesk brains all over yourself. Chilled Vesk brains. Does anybody want the weapon that he's got on his back?
What's it got?
Mention a weapon? What is it? Great question. I had it in my notes like 5 seconds ago, and then you guys started talking about his brains. It is a Electron Aurora cannon. 20
Sounds like a
charges
heavy weapon.
remaining in a high capacity battery. I believe that is a heavy weapon.
No thanks.
Not for me. No thanks.
That is a level 10 weapon, heavy weapon, two-handed, 6d4, electric and fire, 120-foot range with a blind critical effect.
It is a variant plasma cannon that indeed blasts and blinds. That's fun.
Can anybody even use heavy weapons?
I can.
I also can, but if
And he's probably good at it.
Zilix
do you
will
wanna
pick it
just
up. Zilix will
carry
pick it up in case it becomes a thing. But
Yeah, there you go.
All right. Anything else you want to do here before you continue on?
I don't think so.
Opening up the next, as you get the airlock sealed, you can open up the next entrance into a 25-foot hallway. You've got a door to the north, door to the south. And as you go up the hallway, I should mention, it is difficult terrain moving around in the ship here because of the tilt of the crash landing.
By the way, I'm going to pull my gun out at this point.
Because of the dead body. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, it seems like a dangerous place at this point. I'm feeling north because it seems like. Hold on, what side of the ship are we on? Starboard?
No, port side.
You
You're on
said
the left
port.
side.
Okay,
Everyone knows.
but then later you said starboard,
you
and
said
so I got
starboard
really
a
confused.
lot, so I
Yeah. Okay. So, that makes more sense. So if we're on the port side of the ship, it looks to me like if we go toward the nose of the ship, that's where the important stuff happens, right?
Yeah, well, I think you rolled well enough. You know that the bridge is on the front of the ship, which is north facing right now.
That's where I would like to go.
Sure.
Well, do we want to do that, or do we want to go towards the engine room to get lights on? Or are the lights off? Other than emergency.
Well, we
lights?
have
The
emergency lights.
The ship is only under auxiliary power, it seems. So like enough to open, close doors, keep on minimal. I think we're in dim light, which is an important note.
I have dark vision. I don't care.
Oh, gosh.
Samesies.
Does anybody want to put on a magical light or other lights for your non-dark vision-y friends?
I'll click on a flashlight. Yeah.
I have a flashlight
Yeah.
in my inventory.
Flash in the lights. Flashing lights.
So yeah, but feel free to put yourself in this hallway in your marching order here, and you want to go straight up the incline to the door at the end of the 25-foot hall.
No, I want to stop at this room.
Oh yeah, well we've got a door to the north and a door to the south.
Yep, let's go north.
It is
Zilix is going to be climbing on this, clinging to the floors and walls.
Sure, it'll still be difficult terrain, I believe, because you're at an odd angle, an interesting angle. But I think with your bonuses, mostly won't have any difficulties. True. Okay, it looks like Asher and Sky first. The door to the north here is locked.
There's no like keypad or anything outside.
There is mechanical bits that you can interact with if you'd like to, hack into it.
I can try. What does that
Rewire
take?
it. Engineering.
Okay. The 28?
28 is not enough. Not quite enough. Is it time to bring in the big guns, Rebecca?
You mean redacted?
Mm-hmm.
He's kind of small guns, but yeah.
Whoa. Shots fired. Small shots fired. Are you moving forward, Miles, to do it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I've got good news and bad news. That is not enough as well. 31 here. Do you want to aid? Do you want to give them a tip or a trick?
Am I trying to bypass something?
I don't.
Or tinker? Because I got a +1 or +2 depending on whichever.
Whichever.
Yeah, whichever.
Whichever I want to do. I get a bonus.
I mean, I could auto aid.
Okay. Well, if you give Redacted a tip or trick, that is enough to unlock and open up the door here. And as you do, what is your EAC, Miles?
18.
Excellent. Just a 6 on the dice. This is going to be a hit. Doot. Some damage here. 19 points of electricity and fire damage as a blast rings out as soon as the door opens up, and you see a figure huddled in the back of what looks like a small, perhaps officers' quarters, a small room here. A Vesk holding a pistol and looks very shocked as soon as the door opens and immediately begins apologizing. I'm sorry. Oh no.
Kill him anyway. Get him.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
He can apologize by doing some medicine.
I'm a she, and why didn't you knock? I thought you were the thing that was. Oh goodness gracious! Get in here quickly!
Don't you know that this is the bathroom?
What are you doing? Get in this room quickly! I'll lock the door.
This door stays open until medicine is done.
What? No.
Asher and Sky go inside.
Is anybody else going inside?
I think we're going outside.
I'll go inside.
Redacted just said they weren't.
No, I said the door was staying open until medicine was on. I didn't say anything about not going inside.
Zilix is jumping on the bed.
Like a gosh darn monkey, man.
What sort of thing do you speak of?
So I'm sorry. I do need to know this. Redacted, you are going inside the room, but you don't want it shut, the door?
Not until some medicine's done for the damage that I have taken.
That takes like 10 minutes, dude. Come on.
I was about to say, I don't understand.
This could be a long 10 minutes.
It's SP.
Yeah, we can't even fix it with medicine.
This Vesk, female Vesk, slams the door shut, and you see her casting a magical spell upon the door. Chunk, chunk, chunk. She's like, you don't understand how fast it can move, how it can get to us. Are you all the rescue party?
Yeah, sorry.
For you.
Not just the only party.
I'm sorry I shot you, little gray. You're not who I expected, and I didn't hear anyone coming, but I'm very grateful that you are here. My name is Tevnina Surge, and I was magic officer aboard the ship. This is the Thunderstone. It was owned by a fellow Vesk named Vychard, and he and the rest of the crew are dead now.
What happened to them? Have you seen this thing?
Yes, very briefly. Oh, Vychard brought us to the planet here to visit family that settled to the north. I don't know the exact details, but when we arrived in the system, we came under attack by swarm fighters. Somehow they did something to our computers. Well, we lost power, we lost sensors, we lost everything. Bubblegum, she was our engineer. She managed to get us out of here, and we didn't know at the time, but some kind of swarm critter had gotten aboard the ship. I thought we got hit by a torpedo, but it must have stowed away on board as it fired on us. Regardless, it killed everyone. One at a time, it came at us. Vichard and I were the last to survive. I programmed the ship on autopilot to bring us down to the planet, but I must have missed something in the calculations because we're way off course, I believe. We crash landed far north on the planet and missed our target by a few thousand miles. Vichard tried to get out, tried to go through the airlock and look around, but the thing killed him too. And I'm surprised it didn't kill you. Once it got Vichard, I was the only one left, and I activated the emergency signal, and I've been hiding out here ever since.
I ask about how are your supplies? Is this person well fed? Are they in need of sustenance?
I had crackers. That was about it in my room, and I've not ventured out. I'm maybe 10 feet from the galley, but it might as well be 100 miles.
All right. Well, I bust out my pack and offer some rations.
How long have you been here?
I think 3 days since I crashed.
Okay.
Yeah. So they
Can I roll?
They're not starving, but they're probably pretty darn hungry. Sorry. What do you got, Tyler?
I just want to roll sense motive on their story.
Oh, you would do that, wouldn't you?
I would. Don't worry. I'll probably roll like a 1 I rolled a 1 and a 0. 25.
Something seems off about her, but that is not enough to determine if you're getting fed lies.
You've said the word thing so often, and we're in like a snowy, icy environment that I have no way of determining anything. Can I roll life science on this person?
Oh, on the Vesk?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you want to do it surreptitiously, or are you trying to?
I would like to surreptitiously figure this out.
You trying to administer doctoring to them? But
I would like to surreptitiously figure this out.
Yeah, go ahead and make me a medicine check.
Medicine. Oh, I have the same in medicine.
I think maybe. I mean, you don't see any like major wounds on Tivnina, but perhaps some bruises and things like that. Some discolored scales, like here and there, like probably from the crash, but nothing looks broken, and nothing seems odd about their anatomy, But you had to do blood tests to figure out the John Carpenter's the thing. So,
Step. Yeah, listen. I know you have gone through a lot, and I am sorry for asking so many prying questions, but. How many crew members were on this ship? What kind of count did you have?
I'm sure I have that information somewhere. But besides Vichard, Bubblegum, and myself, there was Sionia, our pilot, science officer Clip Crindo, and Vichard's mate, Urga. So we were 6 in total coming to the planet.
And there's just a single creature, and it was able to take out 5 of you? Am I understanding that correctly?
It's fast. It's quiet. And most importantly, we figured out it is not just one swarm creature. It seems to be made up of thousands, maybe millions of tiny components, no bigger than a extremely small insect.
Sharp, pointed teeth.
Sounds like you're describing a spathinae.
It was similar to that, but it forms up into one large creature. We tried to lure it into an ambush so Urga could kill it, but when we tried to hit it, it just fell apart into all these small swarm components, and they scurried off. They got into the life support vents, and it came back an hour later, and Burga died.
Is that enough information to roll life science or mysticism on this swarm component they're describing?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll let you guys know. Well, we've gone through an entire AP with the swarm. Oh, this is a new one. They keep making new tricks, and it's rough. Oh boy, it's rough.
Which one would we be using in this case? Sounds like a life science thing, but
yeah, life science. Life sciences is what you do. But yeah, you guys can roll generally from the description. Oh, man. Tyler,
24.
It's so good, but it's still not enough. Ooh, Asher and Sky. It's like an operative, a good class or something. 24 for Pradier, 26. I think you get a general idea of the swarm, but Rebecca, you've never heard of this, but I think there have been some descriptions of similar swarm abilities, swarms that can discorporate into smaller beings, super fine components in, like a swarm, a swarm. But indeed, there have been descriptions of these kind of swarm components known as under the clade of Bolaji, Bolaji. And if you understand that reference, then you're a super nerd.
All right.
Because I had to Google it. I was like, I know this from Bolaji.
Are you going to share with us, or is it just secret?
I was just wondering if someone was already knew the name.
I know now because I Googled
the Nigerian actor / artist that was in the original Xenomorph suit was Bolaji Badejo.
That's cool.
Super tall Nigerian who really made that role super creepy.
Didn't he just recently pass away?
He passed away.
Died in 1992.
Oh,
unfortunately.
I'm thinking of.
Super tall folk. They don't last too long, unfortunately.
Yeah, sadly.
Well, it kind of makes sense that Asher would have known that because Asher's family was attacked by the swarm. So it would make sense that they would, over the years, do some research about those that separated them from their family. So.
I think you have a good idea of general swarm things like, well, for a fact, if this swarm is by itself, it is not going to likely be getting the benefits of swarm mind. But then also you do realize that if this is made up of thousands of swarm, maybe it does. What would you like to know about it? Because Asher and Sky did roll a success.
I take it has swarm immunities, and that goes without saying, right? It's made up of all those components, and
you can guess at that, and I think some of you know that's a general kind of factoid that swarm are immune to acid.
Okay.
I can confirm that if that's what you would like to know about it, but I can also give you an offensive or defensive or special ability or.
Does it have a special ability?
Well, I think maybe your obsession with researching swarm, I can give you the full text for discorporate, the ability that has been noted in creatures similar to this in the similar clades. Because it's a pretty useful one. When Bolaji is reduced to 0 hit points, it does not die. Unless it was reduced to 0 hit points by an area effect. Instead, it immediately breaks apart into a swarm of fine components no larger than an ordinary insect, with an extraordinary fly speed of 30 feet and perfect maneuverability, and it can move up to that speed as a reaction. In its discorporated state, it can attack, activate items, manipulate objects, but it does gain swarm defenses, swarm immunities, and regeneration 10 that is stopped by area effect damage. It can return to its normal form at any time as a full action, but automatically does so when it reaches full hit points. So gathering that with the information that Tivnina gave you, they did explain that they did a ton of damage to it, and then it just broke apart into these pieces and then came back an hour later and seemed to be unharmed. So
do any of maybe looks at specifically Jamfram and Zilix? Do either of you have grenades or a weapon that blows up a large area?
I think you just handed me one.
Yeah, I think that
No.
plasma caster maybe is a explode weapon.
The cannon?
The Aurora cannon that I just handed you is not.
Yeah, no, not.
It can blind. It can do some electricity and fire damage, but
Not an aerial.
Nope.
So we have no defense against this thing, right?
I mean, I have no offense against this thing.
I mean,
So-
not defense, offense. Yeah. Like none of us have any kind of AoE attack.
no.
All right, Miss, is there anything on this ship that you might have? Do you have any grenades? Do you have, I mean, I guess we could actually just set the whole ship up to explode. Do you need the ship? Is the ship valuable in any way?
The ship is a wreck. The owner is dead, but the science information that I gathered on the swarm vessels is located in a computer on the other side of the vessel. And I'm not leaving here until I get that data. I want my friend's death to mean something. The ships that attacked us, they were short-range fighters. I'm not sure what kind, but if we can analyze the attack data, we might find that the swarm are indeed active in the system. They might have a hidden base. It could be the initial staging ground for an invasion.
Well, without getting too crazy into the swarm conspiracy theories, I understand that you want to get the data.
Yes.
I think we can help in that regard. It sounds like we will be able to. We are fairly capable. Although, to be honest with you, I'm probably going to sit this one out myself.
I'll see you later.
But they are very capable, and they can help get the information off the computer, and we can probably rig this ship to explode, and hopefully it'll take whatever this component is along with it. Unless we can find something else in this ship that can, blow up.
Oh, I think there are. I believe there are some weapons that are stowed away in a section of the ship towards the back. Could those be used, perhaps, to?
I don't know. You just said some weapons. What weapons are they?
I think there are some grenades and some.
We're talking.
Some rifles, perhaps.
Okay, and you know where they are?
She does. Patrick does not.
Oh, that's fine. So
Hold on.
okay,
Yeah, let
so
me
you
figure it
can you can lead us to the weapons. We'll get those. Then we'll make our way to the computer, get the information, and I'm sure we don't even have to find the creature because it will probably find us in this process. Take it out, we'll leave the ship, and take you back to somewhere that is more in the realm of vacation weather.
Yes, she mentions there are a number of weapons in a storage locker in the cargo hold. Cargo hold, which is great question. I'm glad you asked it. I'm guessing in the back of the ship. Where are you, big ship? No, actually, it's only a couple rooms away.
And where is the computer?
It's like in front of the cargo hold is before the power core. The computer, unfortunately, is on the exact opposite side of the ship, the
Of course it is.
starboard side.
Classic sci-fi nonsense.
Yeah, so sorry.
All right.
You guys are in room F1 right now. The computer core is in F11. It's a couple away.
Ooh.
Everyone's
All right, well,
favorite.
I guess let's make our way to the guns.
All right. I'm opening the door.
She's like, wait, no. She has a magical hold on it. She's like, I will come with you. I have some spells that I can tweak in order to affect this thing, but unfortunately, no area spells. We are all way unprepared for this thing. You have to. There's no way to explain what it could do until you guys find it, but just know my crew were not slouches. They were well armed and professionally trained. All of them served time in the Vescarium military. So what is your training? I'm so sorry. I don't even know where you all are from. You're not from the far reaches of the north. What colony are you with?
We are from Viridian.
Not from Triumph. What brings you all the way? This is the North Pole, correct?
Wait, the insult dog? No,
Yeah,
no.
this is
we
the
don't
North
know that
Pole.
one.
Yeah. I mean, you're a couple colonies away from Triumph, which is kind of like the furthest north. So
Mhm.
that one is Vescarium back.
Wait, aren't
so
we at the South Pole?
Nope.
Oh,
North.
okay. Right.
North. Yeah, which is why Santa isn't here, because Santa on Galarian
Right.
lives on the South Pole.
South Pole.
South Pole. Right. That's right.
Canonically.
We talked about it.
So please don't go there and make me RP Santa.
Imagine how upset Stockton was when he got all the way to the South Pole and no Santa Claus. Oh man.
So sad. Oh, right.
I have a question. Is she the one that sent out the distress signal that we're following?
Correct.
She herself is the one.
Yep.
Using
And-
what computer, and why is that computer not connected to the computer that has the data on it?
Great question. I don't know. I mean, I imagine there's like other protocols for like turning on the emergency beacon, or maybe she has some limited functionality from like a data pad. But yeah, she explains that the ship core memories and flight data is logged in the computer core room. But she says all other functions she's not been able to bring up. She's been like locked out of the bridge, so can't bring up, additional life support or power or anything else like that. Communications is down. So great question. I imagine that can afford you another sense motive check if you'd like.
Okay.
You guys are big old questioners.
Can I do better? It's only my. Oh, I swear, if Rebecca beats me on this one.
Oh, it was close, but you rolled a 4. You rolled a 5. Yeah. No, you guys trust Nina Surge implicitly. So opening the door, what's your guys' marching order? She's seems, pretty brave, but does not want to go first. She, to peel things back a little bit, is a technomancer, so is squishy-ish.
We push her out anyway.
No.
I feel like we should try to stealth, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not all of us can stealth, but
Jamfram will pretty much negate any bonus because he's clanking around and heavy.
probably, yeah.
Yeah. Also, I'm not going to say that Praetor was Praetor's. Oh, well, it's not negative number, but it's not good. So, yeah, Jamfram clanks, Praetor chats, and everybody knows we're coming. That's the...
So last time it was Asher. Do you want to go first again, or does Jamfram?
Jabert's not around.
Oh,
Volunteer, so
you want to voluntold him? Do you want to push Jamfram out before you?
I mean, I feel like Asher and Sky are kind of shaking in their boots because this is scary. I think that they feel like they have no way of fighting against this thing. Who knows where it is? And just Swarm are the boogeyman to Asher and Sky. So it's a little terrifying.
Let's do Jamfram.
I mean, like I say, I feel like we should be stealthing, but if Jamfram's going to screw up the stealth anyway, then yeah, put Jamfram out in front.
I agree. We'll do Jamfram. Praetor will go right behind Jamfram so I can heal him when he inevitably gets stabbed in the in the face. And then
I'll go after y'all.
put the Technomancer in the middle.
Behind Asher.
Yeah.
Okay. And then Zilix redacted?
Yeah.
Sure.
Sounds like a plan. Okay. Opening up the next area. The airlock opens up. The room's, like I said, dimly lit, but very cold, very crisp. Maybe you can see your air. It does not look like your breath, your hot breath. If you bring down your environmental protections on the ship or the life support does not seem to be fully functional. So it is cold in here as I open up. Let me just read the description real quick. This part will be so fun once I start turning you guys into things as well. You start turning on each other. A large dining room with comfortable looking table, a little galley in the northwest, 8 chairs, 2 tables on the side, a long one, a smaller one. Most of these things kind of lie crash in a heap along the western wall, which you open up. And a wrought iron chandelier hangs at a 30-degree angle from the ceiling towards you guys. Hey, look, it's a Jabert. Jabert, you have been voluntold to lead the party.
That sounds good to me.
And this is the marching order is Jamfram, Pradier, Asher and Sky, Tevnina, Surge, Zilix, and Redacted. All right, and you've come across what looks like the ship's galley. There's a door to the north, a door to the south here. You guys slowly moving in.
Yeah.
Slow and steady.
Alrighty.
Can I give it a quick scan for anything out of order? Any black lumps sort of up against some tubing on the ceiling?
You hear a clickety clack sound coming from the north as the door is open here. Asher, as you move forward to walk inside the room, the door slams shut on you. Can you all?
I don't like that one bit.
Make me an initiative roll into combat.
As the door slams shut, Prater looks at Jamfram and is like, you know the good news, Jamfram? My magic doesn't work against this thing.
Oh, I was going to say, here we go again.
Here we go again.
It's the Jamfram and Pradier power hour as you're alone in the galley, and you hear clickety clackety coming down the hall.
We're gilly-gallying in here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I've rolled an 18. That's a good start.
I don't like it.
I hope you're ready for all the buffs. All the buffs.
That's what I need, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll put my shield out. I'll align it, and I will. Oh boy!
What we need to figure out is a way for me to live in your pocket so that the bad guys can't just go, oh, I can't hit Jamfram, so I'm just going to stab this annoying mystic.
You're not going to like it. I'm going to roll randomly see if this thing attacks.
Hacked. Standing next to me, I can take half of the damage from you or for you.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I'm definitely going to stay glued to you, sir.
Yeah. That's because you're my ward. You're my ward. I take care of you.
Thank you.
But if you betray me, I'll make Zilix my ward so fast you won't even believe it.
What a threat! what an amazing threat!
Like, Zilix, get over here. You're my best friend now.
Yeah.
I gotta roll for Tevnina as well. Oop.
That 18 be for no, that's good. The 20 is for Tevnina. Good.
Just rolling all the best dice here. Okay, so why don't I have both of these up? Where's Tevnina? Okay, here she is, +4. So Tevina's still not going first. Drew, would you be interested in giving us an initiative roll?
So good.
Nice.
Glad we waited on this 3 on the dice to see where you're going to be in the turn order.
Well, the bottom has been decided.
It has been decided. What is my niche? Okay. First up is actually Asher and Sky here. Rebecca, what did you roll on the dice? 17. Ooh.
Yeah.
Door's locked in front of you.
All right. Can I try to open the door?
You can. That is a standard action. If you don't get it, you can move out of the way.
Is it engineering?
Mhm.
Is it 24?
I forget if that's a success or not. Hold on. Let me double check. Let's see. That is a fail, it looks like. 24.
Okay.
Do you want to move back? You can move back. You can make space so Redacted can try, or just have a move action.
Okay, can I just back up into the bedroom?
Yep, indeedy. Okay. Now let me introduce you to the swarm. I want to say Bolesia, but it's Bolaji. So this thing comes around the corner. This little swarm guy.
Okay.
Who looks like a lot of swarms you've seen before. He's got big old long claws, a massive maw. It's humanoid, stands on 2 insectoid legs.
It's got like tentacle claws too.
Little tentacle claws, yeah, that are kind of whipping around here. As it moves around the corner here, we'll make a ranged attack first, right? Does it have a ranged attack? No. Okay. It moves right up to one of you instead. Let's roll that randomly. Boo. 1, 2. We're talking Pradier. 3, 4 Jamfram. Oh, it's such a shame, Pradier.
Yeah, well, we all knew where this was headed.
Jumps on top of the tabletop here. And I will make a melee attack. Oh, just a 4 on the dice. I'm just kidding. It's definitely a hit still.
Unless you roll a 1, you're not
Well, but I do need to know your KAC.
15.
Okay. So you are grabbed.
Yep, I knew that was coming.
And roll some D. Okay, very good on the damage roll. 28 points of slashing damage as this thing races into the room, just takes a big old swipe at Pradier, latches on. You see these little tentacle suckers kind of spider, clutching onto each and every little bit of your armor. Okay, and that is going to take us to Redacted is next.
And I will take half of that for you.
Oh,
Redacted is going to try to open the door.
maybe Jamfram is like a shield, just like hitting off one of the little tentacles, tentacle mouths on its back. All right, so Redacted's moving up to the door. Make me an engineering check.
It's 27.
Oh gosh, please be it. 7 is a success.
Oh yeah.
The door opens up and you see Pradier getting rocked just straight up. That means, Pradier, we are on to your turn. You are grabbed.
Well, I can't do anything. I can't cast spells.
It's fun.
Can't do anything.
It's fun.
So,
You want to try to escape?
Nope.
No?
No. That's an athletics check, right?
Oh, no.
What is it?
Acrobatics from Grapples and Pins versus 10 plus the grappler's KAC.
Okay, so I physically can't make it.
Hey man, natural 20s, they happen.
Well, I know. I'm just trying to think if there's any other I can do. Man, I cannot do much. I think. Yeah, I guess I don't have any better ideas. This is a waste. But you said acrobatics?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. I mean, even a natural 20 on this wouldn't matter, though, right? It doesn't matter. It's not, but.
Yeah, you rolled a 11. That's not going to be a success.
All right, moving on.
Oh, Jamfram, you're right behind him. It's awesome that you guys rolled right next to each other in the initiative turn order. What would you like to do?
I will take advantage of the fact that this thing is grappling, which, let's see, conditions. Does that mean he's taking a penalty to his AC?
Don't believe so, no. Just being grappled will do that.
He probably has one of those stupid things where he can grab people, but that does not give
But he doesn't give him the
condition.
grappled condition.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're thinking of Pathfinder first edition. They got rid of that in Starfinder.
It's
People having the grappled.
It's stupid. It's the worst game they've ever made. All right, I align my shield and I chop at it.
KAC attack.
Natural 2.
Oof. Oof-a-doof.
Oh yeah, they don't have hero points in this game because it's the worst game they ever made. I forgot. Yeah.
I kind of wish they changed it to like star points for Starfinder 2e. Something cool.
Yeah.
But no.
They don't do cool. This is Starfinder. They only do bad stuff.
There's such cool stuff that happens. You don't even know, man.
There's not.
You don't even know. It's so. What level are we? Oh yeah, no. I think only Tyler and myself have a level reroll. Are you guys level 7? Yes.
Sure.
Yeah, just me and Tyler. Tyler, did you want to reroll that acrobatics check?
No, Patrick. No.
Okay, you just don't get a lot of reasons to use your level reroll. So
that's fine.
Okay, I didn't do anything with Tavina because she was kind of towards the top and can't open the door. Drew, Zilixthel.
Yeah, so Zilix got the door down, right?
Yes.
Do I have my gun
doors
out?
open?
Can I agree that we had my gun out before we started this?
Yeah, you guys are understand there's a swarm creature stalking through the ship that seemed to be lying in wait for the second that you came through this door.
All right. I'm going to run in right on the door and I'm going to shoot.
All right, 7 on the dice. It's going to be a miss. Which brings us to the top of the turn order. Rebecca, Asher, and Sky.
All right. I can walk through these people, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to, where can I go? Can I go all the way to the back of the room over here?
I mean, if you got the movement. Oh, it is difficult terrain, so your
I have
movement
50
is half.
feet of movement
So
normally.
you can get about 25 feet in.
Well, that's not very helpful. Okay. I didn't really want to block the door, but I guess I'll block the door because I don't want to get too close to this thing.
Move next to Zilix.
Yeah, I think Asher and Sky enter the room and they're frozen in place in the doorway. But in doing so, we'll attempt to attack it. So CR 9 or lower on the trick and a 23 to attack EAC.
Got good news and bad news. Good news is this is a hit. The bad news is the trick has failed.
Okay, at least it's a hit.
This is the first damage going on it. 4 points of sonic damage.
Poor Sonic.
Okay, it screeches at you guys as Tevnina will move in the room. It's like, that's the thing. Obviously, that's the thing that killed all my friends, but I want blood. I seek revenge. She's got that pistol that, she nearly killed Redacted with, so she's going to take a shot.
Nearly killed's pretty strong.
Absolutely obliterated Redacted with 16 on the dice. Don't you love it when the GM is on your guys' team? This is some plasma damage. Doop. Okay, and that is 16 points on the board.
I assume we've shared with her the AoE thing, right? Like the information that.
Yeah,
Asher and Sky
she's the
know
one that
about
told you
this.
where the grenades are likely located.
Okay.
Okay, so she moves forward, takes a shot. Oh, I forgot to add creature into the turn order. Actually, it's going to go right here. Oop. It is the Swarm's turn. The Balaji, attached to Pradier, begins to drag the elf, kicking and screaming out of the room. I don't know if you're screaming, but
Praetor's like, finally, we'll be at peace.
This is how I go. Bye-bye, everybody. I have good news in Jamfram can't take an attack of opportunity. The bad news is it automatically can renew. I think I do have to roll to renew the grapple. It says can renew. Oh, and good news is that is a hit, Jabert.
All right. For 15 slashing.
Okay. Yeah, you cut off one of these tentacles as you see it almost immediately start to grow back, perhaps. But let me make this attack roll. Holy freeholay. 2 on the dice. Oh, wait. What was your KAC again?
15.
So I need a 23 to hit plus 8. Yeah. Okay, Tyler, we need to talk about your armor, bud.
Oh, no, I hope you're prepared for this because that 15 number is going to be now book 6. I mean, forever.
Yeah, I'm never upgrading.
This is my gift to you. I am cannon fodder for the rest of the show.
Okay, well, I've got good news and bad news. Yeah, good news is, I guess that's not good news.
The good news is you're not cannon fodder for the rest of the show.
You don't have to worry about Pradier for much longer. Yeah, I guess is the good news. As the swarm component, its limbs wrapped around Pradier, its tentacles restraining the elf's arms behind him, drags him out of the room. He's got a full action ability called Carry Off. Ooh. Moves up to its speed, dragging a grappled or pinned creature with it. As it moves into the north hallway here, the door slams shut behind you. You can see written on that door, to be continued.
Hey, Patrick, is this a fetish of yours? You drag me away in DMR and C. You drag me away in Cosmic Crit.
It's a bit of a theme.
What are we flirting with here, my friend, my fellow?
Well, if you had literally 2 more 8C, this would not have happened. So I think we know where the blame is.
Hey, whoa, let's not be playing the blame.
But it is very possible that you're going to survive this because you guys level up to level 8 right now.
Because your friends
in the middle of the fight.
Right? In the middle of a fight, yes. Well, I don't know how long this fight's gonna. I'm probably gonna eat Tyler's character and then.
I'm still in the middle of a fight. You guys have a bit of an interlude.
Yes, technically, I think I was supposed to level you up before you even stepped onto this thing, but I forgot about the Woolipeds. Bypassing them, you get their XP if. Anyway, you're supposed to be level 8 right now, so congratulations. We're going to level up, and we will continue the fight against this super powered swarm component next week. and or when we're done playing Starfinder 2nd Edition, because we've also hilariously organized all of our vacations like a week apart from one another for the next month. And that'll do it for this week's episode, guys. Thank you for playing with me.
Thank you.
Thank you, Patrick.
Well, we've got more adventures aboard the Vesk ship, the Thunderstone.
Thunder
next
Wagon.
week.
Yeah.
I almost said Thunderpants. I was like, that can't be it.
Yeah, that was the story of
Not be it.
Thunderpants.
The wreck of the Thunderstone will be a little bit of an adventure here, and we'll get to it next time we play. Guys, thank you for playing with me, and
listeners, thanks for listening. We'll catch you on next week's
Cosmic Crit.
Good night.
Later.
Bye-bye.
You've been listening to Cosmic Crit, the Starfinder role-playing game, and adventure paths are trademarks of Paizo. All Pathfinder and Starfinder images are property of Paizo and are used with permission.